all you fine folks out there in YouTube land. It occurred to me it's been a while since I've done a simple how-to video, so we're going to do one right now. In front of you, you see everything you need to run Lionel TMCC locomotives with the DCS system, the MTH digital command system. Here you see your power source. This is a Lionel ZW transformer. Here we have the DCS system. Enclosed inside is the remote, powered by 3 AAA batteries, or 4. It works off AAA batteries. And the brains of the system, the DCS track interface unit, otherwise known as the TIU. Below this, in the conspicuous orange box, is a Lionel TMCC command base, which you have to hook up to the TIU vis-a-vis an MTH TIU TMCC cable, which is enclosed inside the box with the command base. Now here in a moment we will set this thing up. Now to start off, you take the remote out of the box, set it to the side. You don't need it just yet. Then we will pop the box open and remove the TIU from the package. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so bear with me. Alright. To hook this up to the transformer, you can use actual MTH cords, which are like regular microphone jacks, and they actually plug in right there inside those holes. Or you can unscrew these posts right here and actually affix a wire to it. Now that the TIU is out of the box, you are going to connect it to the actual track right here on the DCS, on the fixed DCS output 1. If you're going to hook up a second track, then hook it up to here for the second track. So fixed DCS output 1, since we're only running one loop track. Because we are not using the MTH cables, we are using the regular Lionel cords. So you just, I'm trying to do this bearing in mind where the camera is pointing so you can see what I'm doing. There's a little hole in the center of the post that you can slip one of these little pegs through. I know the proper terminology for them, but it slips my mind at the moment. And it holds them in place. The actual posts themselves are a little bit too big to actually put it around the post like you would think would make more sense, but just a little compatibility error there, I guess. Now the next step in this process, here on the fixed voltage input 1, we are going to unscrew these little covers here on this post and connect a wire. Regular old plain Jane, no frills, nothing fancy wire. This is the same, all you Lionel aficionados should recognize this. This is the same green wire that comes with your Lionel train sets, the tubular track variety, to connect the transformer to the lock-on, which delivers the power. So we're going to do the same thing again. Just thread this through this little really hard to see hole. Unscrew this a little bit more. Thread it through the hole in the post, and then screw it back down to tighten it up. And then we will do the same thing after I bend this wire to get it out of my way. We will do the same thing with the ground wire. Tighten it up, and there you go. Then we will affix this to the ground on the transformer. These ZWs, they don't have that convenient little hole like the modern transformers do in the posts, so you just got to do it the old-fashioned way. Just bend the wire and loop it around. And I forget how difficult even the most basic process is when you're trying to do it on camera in demonstration format. Alright, that should do it. Now it goes without saying, but you want to make sure that you have the wire actually on the post and not just pinching the insulation. There, finally. I promise you guys this is not the first time I've done it. It's just this stuff gets, for whatever reason, it gets difficult when you're trying to film it. Alright, then we do the same thing here. There we go. That was much easier. Alright, cool. Now we are ready to pull out the Lionel TMCC command base, hook it up. Alright, here we have the Lionel Trainmaster Command Control command base. You do not need the remote control if you're doing it the way I'm doing it with the DCS, but you can buy this as part of a set. If you're new to the hobby, that's an option too. Let's open up the box and take a look, see what's inside. Alright, this is the TMCC command base. This is the brains of the Lionel Trainmaster Command Control System. The remote control sends commands to this command base right here, and that this command base sends the commands into the track, which is picked up by the locomotives and interpreted as operating instructions to make it go, turn the headlight on, blow the horn, what have you. Inside the box you will find the command base itself. It's not a very exciting or particularly attention-grabbing accessory, and it's a lot lighter than you would think. It's just plastic and PC boards. Underneath this here you will find the power cord for the TMCC command base, and on mine you will find a couple of extra cords. This is a regular wire which you'll need to hook up this little post right here to the ground on the TIU. The MTH TMCC TIU cable, which is not, I'll say it again, it is not the same thing as a basic computer serial cable. Do not, under any circumstances, try to use a regular serial cord or serial cable to hook this up. You will fry your TIU and the TMCC command base. And this is the only thing in this box that's supposed to be there because it ships with it. It's the power cord for the command base. Alright, so first things first. Let's hook this bad boy up. Now it really doesn't matter which end you use. The plugs are both the same size. Just make sure you get it on there the right way. You just plug it in. You don't have to screw it in. The screws aren't long enough to reach. And you wash, rinse, and repeat. We come over here to this side and Remember what I said about the simplest things being difficult once you try to get it on camera? There you go. Now that the TMCC TIU cable is hooked up, now we have to hook up the ground wire to this little post right here, and without hooking up this to the ground on the track, on the ground output on the track, the TMCC command base will not be able to send commands to the TMCC locomotives. The only thing that the serial cord allows this TMCC command base to do is just talk and interface with the DCS system. And then we'll come over here, give us a little slack, and slide this in right behind that little spade, that little peg of the spade. Doesn't really matter if it's in front of or behind it. It has to make actual solid electrical contact with the ground. So there, now we're hooked up. We tighten it up. Make sure everything is good and secure. Don't over tighten it, obviously you don't want to break it. And you make sure everything is good to go on the opposite side, just a good practice. And we are almost ready to run some trains. Now the final step in the actual setup process is the simplest. You plug in the power cord here, and you plug it in the wall, and when you see the green light come on, you'll know that the command base is operational and doing what it's supposed to do. Alright, as you can see here, I've got the pride of the fleet, the Texas Special, on the rails for this demonstration. Everything is plugged in and powered up. We're on the last and final step before firing this system up and running some trains and having some fun. So, before we get too much further, obviously, you need to make sure that you turn on your remote. And you put that back down, but keep it close in hand. With all of the power off, take the engine off the rails and right here behind between the fuel tank and the rear truck, you will find the run program switch. Put that in program. It's a tiny little switch right there. Run program right in front of the Odyssey and no Odyssey switch. Every Lionel locomotive equipped with TMCC has that feature, the run program switch. So now, with the engine in program, in the powered B unit, which is right behind this unpowered B unit, is already in the program position because I didn't think it was necessary to watch me put both of them in program. So we will power up the track and you will see the number boards there come on, but nothing else. Well, passenger cars are on. It's besides the point. On the remote, we are going to hit menu, and then we will scroll down to system, hit engine setup, add engine. Then you will see a screen pop up that says add MTH engine or add TMCC engine. Add a TMCC engine. A further sidebar: because you cannot create a lash up with TMCC equipped locomotives on the DCS system, I am adding the powered A and B units as one locomotive. So if you want to make a lash up with Lionel locomotives, TMCC locomotives, you're going to have to put them all on the track and add them all as one locomotive. Just FYI. So now we're going to name this engine. So we'll scroll through with the throttle here, this throttle wheel, to TX space SPL. Then we'll go all the way down to the end. Actually, I'm going to change it real quick. Another space, number, or hashtag as my generation likes to call it, 2, 0, 1. Then scroll all the way to this letter D here at the end. Done. Address 1. And it's added. Just like that. And when that message goes away, go back to menu, go back to menu, go back to menu. You're good to go. Alright, now that the engines have been added, you power down the track and flip that program run switch from program to run. Place the engine back on the track. Preferably connected to the train itself. And then power everything back up. Now with the remote, you're going to hit engine right here above my thumb. And you're going to scroll through the list of engines that this thing has stored till you get to the one you want to run right here. TX Special number 201. You push down on the throttle to select the engine. Then you scroll back up to the top. And there it is right there. I apologize for the glare, y'all. I'm not used to doing this handheld and by myself. Select it, and there it is. And then we fire it up right here with the startup button. thank you for watching. I hope you found this video to be educational and entertaining, and above all else, helpful. This command control stuff was a complete total mystery to me up until probably about 2 months ago when I started tinkering with it. It has greatly increased my enjoyment in this hobby of toy trains, and I hope it will do the same for you. Take my advice, the guy that held out for as long as possible. Take the plunge. Get into command control, either TMCC or DCS. Either one, it will, with the quality of the trains out there, the only way you can actually truly enjoy all the features that these trains have nowadays is to actually invest in the systems and just give it a try and get into it. So if you're like me and you didn't want to buy 2 complete systems, DCS is the way to go. You only need the Lionel TMCC command base. You don't have 100% of the capabilities of your Lionel trains, but for me right now that is not yet an issue. I can make it work until I have space for an actual permanent layout. So again, thank you for watching. All of you that are subscribers, thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. And if you watched this video and you're not a subscriber but you like what you saw, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Any additional support to my channel is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Happy rail fanning, y'all. Texas Special out.